They thought they could sneak in unnoticed, but when giant dogs are on guard, it's a disaster waiting to happen. These intruders learned the hard way that messing with massive canines is a mistake you only make once. Number 1. Double whammy.
They're about to bail. We're going into a property. Stand by.
This officer attempted to stop a stolen vehicle. The driver and a passenger fled on foot after pulling into a driveway. The K9 apprehended one suspect, holding them until the officer secured them in handcuffs for safety. Meanwhile, K9 Knox and his partner tracked down the second suspect. Both stood no chance against the giant dogs waiting to catch them. Number 2. Tiny but mighty. This wannabe burglar really didn't think things through. He barely sneaked into the backyard before facing a literal heavyweight champion, a massive South African Mastiff. But what he didn't count on was the seemingly tiny security team that quickly changed everything. The dogs teamed up, and suddenly it was 3 of them against one overwhelmed intruder. The big dog wasn't messing around, and the guy found himself dragged across the yard by his pants. In a last-ditch effort, he tried to grab the dog's ears and leap onto a table, like that was his escape plan. Spoiler, it didn't work. Before long, he was on the ground again, nursing dog-related injuries and, this time, cuffed up for his trouble. That backyard break-in didn't go quite as planned. Number 3. Not a skilled thief. When stealing a car and running from the cops, it's usually not a great idea to slam into another car, dart through a neighborhood, and wrestle with a police K9. But that's exactly what one man decided to do in Los Angeles. After a high-speed chase ended with a crash, our unlucky escape artist took his getaway to the streets on foot. Cue the airship, and not one, but 2 K9 teams. Despite thinking he could outpace a K9 unit, reality caught up fast, along with some sharp teeth. After a wrestling match with one determined dog, he gave the chase another go, only to be taken down again a block later. The car theft wasn't the best plan, and neither was engaging in a one-on-one with a K9. Turns out, there's no winning this game. Number 4. Forcibly Tarzan. This thief's big plan to sneak into a house ended in disaster. He barely made it past the garden before 2 massive dogs had him on the run. He tried hiding in a tree, but the dogs just shredded his pants. At one point, he was dangling off a railing thinking he could escape. The homeowner wasn't having it and casually warned him, "If you run, they'll kill you for sure." Long story short, the thief ended up stuck in that tree, living off leaves and regret. Number 5. Can't run, can't hide. When the streets of South Bay turned into a real-life action movie, one driver decided to spice things up with a high-speed getaway. Ignoring stop signs and zipping through neighborhoods like a stunt double on overdrive, he thought he had it all under control until traffic hit back. Stuck in a jam, his grand escape shifted gears from fast car to slow foot. The police dog was ready to handle what traffic couldn't. With a quick sprint and zero hesitation, the K9 closed the case faster than the suspect could lace his running shoes. Lesson of the day: you might outrun traffic, but you're definitely not outrunning a determined dog. Number 6. Laundry chute to the dogs. This guy thought he could sneak in by jumping over the back wall, but the moment he hit the laundry area, it was game over. 2 dogs came charging in like they'd been training for this moment. He thought he could escape, but nope. As soon as he tried to scramble back up, they grabbed him and spun him around like a pair of pros. The guy was swinging his arms, but it was like they didn't even notice. They weren't letting him off easy. Number 7. Target achieved. The police were hot on the trail of a car thief when the suspect made a sharp turn and vanished from sight. But guess who wasn't about to let him get away? The K9 unit. The dog was on it in seconds, catching up and locking onto the thief's backside with a solid bite. At that point, the thief's worries shifted. Forget getting arrested. He's just trying to shake off this pup. When they finally called for backup, it wasn't for the thief. It was to check on the dog's successful takedown. Number 8. Bad idea. This thief thought he had a smooth plan, climbing the wall to sneak into a house without anyone noticing. What he didn't plan for, though, was the rock-solid determination of the house's watchdog. As the would-be intruder tried to sneak past, the dog stayed right where it was, keeping a sharp eye on him. When the thief made his move, the dog quickly stepped into action, making it clear he wasn't going anywhere. In panic mode, the thief barely made it over the electric fence, realizing he'd picked the wrong house. Number 9. Not so fast. This suspect wasn't just speeding. He'd carjacked a woman and was labeled armed and dangerous, raising the stakes of his wild chase. After weaving through traffic and neighborhoods, his escape plan fell apart when he ditched the car and tried to outrun the police on foot. Enter the canine hero of the day. With precision and speed, the dog took him down like a pro linebacker, ending the chase with a decisive takedown. No car, no escape, no chance. Just an arrest wrapped up with some canine justice. Number 10. Partner down. Body cam footage captures a tense moment in Florida as a K9 helps apprehend an armed teen burglary suspect. As officers close in on the suspect, the dog charges forward, taking the teen down at the foot of the business. The suspect attempts to resist, but he's no match for the K9's speed and determination. Amid the chaos, an officer calls, "Please get the dog," but it's clear the K9 is already in control, quickly bringing the situation to a safe resolution. Number 11. Sniffed out. A violent suspect linked to a fatal carjacking attempt was arrested in New Smyrna Beach with the help of a K9. Nasson Bacon, 22, was under surveillance by detectives because of his active warrants for aggravated battery and assault with a firearm. When Bacon attempted to flee, K9 Red quickly tracked him to his hiding spot. Those screams will tell you everything else you need to know. Number 12. Unexpected K9. This K9 might not look like your typical police dog, being almost overweight, but don't let that fool you. He's got an incredible nose. Despite his size, he quickly helped officers track down a suspect they'd been searching for. His keen sense of smell led them straight to the suspect's hiding spot, proving that it's not all about speed or size. With his nose on point, he got the job done and helped put a dangerous suspect behind bars. Number 13. Dog Patrol. This one's all thanks to Giorgio, a backyard defender with zero tolerance for trespassers. When two suspected car thieves tried their luck, Giorgio launched into action, catching one off guard in Mario Figueroa's Florida backyard. Caught on helicopter footage, Giorgio didn't just bark, he tackled, holding one suspect long enough for police to step in. The duo tried to outrun the law, but they clearly underestimated the neighborhood hero. Number 14. Monty. A family dog became an unexpected hero after helping catch a car thief. Monty, the 1-year-old Bernese mountain dog, sprang into action when the thief broke into the house in the neighborhood. The family had already locked themselves inside, but when an alarm went off, Monty rushed to investigate, following his older brother into the basement. They caught the thief just as he tried to make a run for it. As the thief bolted, Monty chased him down, ensuring the police could arrest the suspect shortly after. Number 15. Nothing you can do. This carjacking suspect was arrested after a police chase in Anaheim. As the pursuit came to an end, the police deployed a K9 to apprehend the suspect. The dog quickly sprang into action, jumping through the vehicle's window and successfully taking down the suspect. The high-speed chase came to a swift conclusion thanks to the K9's bravery and precision. Number 16. Well-guarded house. These guys learned the hard way that some homes have more than just cameras for protection. Thinking they could casually climb over a guardhouse and break in, they didn't expect to meet a massive German Shepherd waiting on the other side. The dog wasted no time reminding them why dogs are the ultimate security system, sending the intruders running for their lives. Number 17. Dangling toy. The thief thought he could make a clean getaway by climbing down from the roof, but the dog had other plans. As soon as he lowered himself, the dog turned the chase into a game, treating the thief like a chew toy. What the thief thought would be, his escape quickly became his downfall. with the dog firmly attached to his every move. Number 18. Not an easy one. A bike thief snuck into a yard, thinking he could grab the bike and make a quick getaway. But what he didn't count on were the two dogs guarding the house. As soon as they spotted him, they went into full chase mode, forcing him to scramble to escape. He barely made it out, but it was too late. The dogs had his scent, and the chase was far from over. Number 19. Someone there? This guy thinks he's in the clear, sneaking into the backyard and eyeballing the shed. He starts climbing through the window, but little does he know, a Doberman's on patrol, and he's got this situation covered. Instead of going full attack, the dog plays it cool, heads back inside, and clues in the owner like, "You might want to check the shed." When the owner opens the door, there's the thief, caught red-handed. But the best part? The Doberman just hangs back, casually waiting for the action to unfold. When it's time, the dog doesn't hesitate. He holds the guy down like a pro until the cops arrive. Mission complete, thanks to the real hero. Number 20. Trash. This K9 tracked down a suspect involved in an armed carjacking. After an intense search, the dog picked up the scent and pursued it until it led to the suspect, who was found behind a garbage truck. Trashy location for trashy people. Number 21. On his own. When this Florida deputy sent his K9 after a fleeing suspect, the pup didn't just track him down, he delivered. Shep chased the stolen vehicle's driver into a wooded area while the deputy dealt with the passenger. In a tense moment, he worked independently, proving why he's a star on the team. Once reunited with his handler, he ensured the suspect was captured and arrested. He deserves all the praise for a job well done. Number 22. Get him, Zero. In Ogden, a family's dog named Zero went from being a scaredy cat lab to a hero when porch pirates tried to steal a package right off their doorstep. Whitney, the dog's owner, said Zero was usually timid, easily spooked by dusters and plastic bags. But when it came to protecting his home, he had no fear. As the thief got closer, Whitney yelled, "Get him, Zero!" That was all the cue Zero needed. He charged at the robber, who, totally caught off guard by the dog's sudden attack, dropped the package and ran off. Thanks to Zero, the house quickly became a no-go zone for any thief. Whitney joked that the stolen item, a $4 IKEA dimmer switch, was almost laughable. But with Zero on guard, it's clear no one's going to mess with this home anytime soon. Number 23. Out of reach? Not quite. A robber found himself in way over his head after breaking into a home and getting caught by the owners. In a panic, he bolted for the roof, thinking he could escape. But the homeowners weren't letting him off that easily. As they chased him, he reached the edge and tried to figure out his next move. Just then, the owner's mom brought out the dogs. The robber jumped down, expecting freedom, but instead, he was met with a pack of barking, snapping dogs. They went straight for him, ripping at his clothes and adding to his already panicked situation. He grabbed a plastic pipe to defend himself, but it didn't stand a chance against the dog's anger. Realizing he couldn't win, the robber finally gave up. The homeowner quickly tied him up, making sure he couldn't escape before the authorities arrived. By then, the dogs were completely over it. Number 24. Bit by bit. This guy made a huge mistake when he tried to rob a house in South Africa, unaware that he was about to meet the ultimate canine duo. As he snuck in, he didn't see the two dogs waiting to ambush him. They immediately grabbed onto each of his arms and refused to let go, treating him like their personal chew toys. The owner, completely unfazed by the chaos, casually said, "Well, I tried. They won't listen. Good luck to you," while waving a rolled-up newspaper. He became the subject of selfies and ridicule by everyone in the area. Maybe that'll teach him not to go after other people's things. Number 25. The Flash. Draco, the family's rescue pup, became an unlikely hero when a man tried to break into the garage and steal a Honda parked inside. As he pulled on the car handle, Draco was let out to potty. The moment Draco saw the thief, he rushed into action. He chased the man right back toward the fence, forcing him to run in a panic. Number 26. Rough Day. This fearless pup wasn't having it. When a masked gunman barged into a store in France, the store's dog leapt into action, scaring the intruder away before any harm could be done. The thief quickly realized he picked the wrong place to mess with and fled empty-handed. That's what we call a loyal four-legged hero. Number 27. No escape. This thief probably thought he had his escape plan all figured out, until a K9 came charging after him, ready to prove that no one outruns justice. As the chase intensified, the cop let go of the leash, and that's when the dog went full beast mode. With one leap, it tackled the guy, and to make things even more awkward, it went straight for his backside. Let's just say that's a way to end a crime spree. Now, with the dog latched on, the thief had no choice but to give up and face the music, one bite at a time. Number 28. Nope, nope, nope. This guy thought he's a stealthy genius, eyeing a shiny red car like it's his golden ticket. He creeps up, thinking it's all smooth sailing, but oh boy, does he have a rude awakening. Out of nowhere, the family dog, and by dog, I mean a full-on fluffy SWAT team, kicks in. Suddenly, it's like a doggy stampede, and the guy's nightmare has just begun. They chase him, trip him up, and have him tumbling in the yard like it's a full-blown wrestling match. Meanwhile, the dogs are loving every second of it, leaving him yelling in desperation. The red car? Not even on his radar at this point. He's too busy surviving the hound hurricane. Safe to say, he's not winning any Stealthy Burglar of the Year awards after this. Number 29. Not so friendly after all. It's a regular afternoon until a man sneaks into a downtown apartment, but he's far from prepared for the giant obstacle in his way. A 122-pound Great Dane mix named Dubai. The intruder tries to befriend the dog, thinking it'll help him pull off the crime. But things quickly take a turn when the mother hears the noise, and Dubai switches from calm to full-on defender. With a bite to the rear and a lunge toward the suspect, Dubai isn't having it. Neither is his little brother. The man runs for his life, and the dogs keep the situation under control, helping lead the police straight to the burglar. Number 30. Window of opportunity. Duke the Superdog truly lived up to his name in this intense chase. After the suspect refused to exit his truck following a high-speed pursuit, police had to resort to rubber bullets to shatter the windows. That's when Duke made his move, leaping through the glass to take down the suspect. The driver quickly realized the tough reality. Duke wasn't backing down. The suspect, who was reportedly violating a restraining order, ended up with minor injuries from the K9's bite, all in a day's work for Duke, the fearless Belgian Malinois. Number 31. Secret weapon. This pit bull boxer mix just showed that loyalty really does come with sharp teeth. On February 9, 2016, when a suspect tried to rob a Portland gas station, the dog wasn't having it. The employee was holding the dog when the robber made his move, but the pooch had other ideas. In an instant, he lunged and bit the suspect right in the face. Robbery attempt foiled thanks to one serious four-legged bodyguard. Number 33. Missile. This guy thought robbing a gun store was his ticket to a big payday, but as the robber approaches, the dog jumps into action, but he's not quite high enough. No worries, the owner gives him a quick lift over the counter, and it's game over. The thief doesn't even make it inside before he's greeted by some serious furry fury. Guess who's heading to jail, and it's not the dog. Number 35. Hero Chihuahua. This little Chihuahua truly became a hero. While a would-be burglar eyed a vacant house under renovation, he didn't count on a tiny dog with a huge heart. As the thief tried to make his move, the Chihuahua darted from around the corner, barking and chasing him off with no fear. The homeowner was watching the action unfold from across town via his Ring app, and the dog made sure the burglar didn't get away with his plan. Thanks to this brave little dog, the homeowner avoided repairs and potentially a lot more damage. The homeowner is even considering adopting this fearless pup. Now that's one crime fighter to be proud of. Number 36. A natural. This guy's on the run, thinking he's got his escape nailed down, but boom, he crashes into someone walking their dog. What happens next? Heroic dog moment. The pup, sensing the action, latches onto the guy like a seasoned pro, holding him right where he stands. While the cops close in, this dog keeps him in check, proving that sometimes the real law enforcement isn't on two legs. The best unexpected backup, and it's got a collar instead of a badge. Number 37, Doberman Go. This kid's in the zone, playing Pokemon Go, totally immersed in catching virtual creatures, until a guy tries snatching his phone. But lucky for him, he's got a Doberman by his side. The dog sees the thief in action and jumps into superhero mode, barking and standing tall to scare him off. Robber's big plans? Gone in a flash. Instead of a phone, he's left running for his life. Thanks to that loyal pup, the kid gets back to his game. No harm done. Number 38, Bad to Worse. This guy climbs the wall, thinking he's in the clear, but those guard dogs aren't having it. They charge in, taking him down before he even knows what hit him. He tries to run, but they drag him back every time. A bucket of water gets thrown at him. First toss misses, second hits him right on target. It's a disaster, and the guy's never getting away with it. Number 39, Tap Tap Bribe. This guy tries to make a clean getaway with a bike, but a big golden retriever has other plans. Instead of scaring him off, the dog's all wagging tails and puppy eyes, and the thief is suddenly down on the ground, petting him. As the guy goes on about how cool the dog is, he forgets his mission. But after a brief cuddle session, he remembers the bike. The dog, though, just doing his thing, making friends. Number 40, Hey Dog. In this bizarre break-in, the family dog wasn't exactly the guard dog one might expect. As the burglar entered the house, the dog happily wagged its tail and greeted him at the door, acting more like a welcomed guest than an intruder. The suspect, after checking the house to see if anyone was home, realized there were security cameras and decided to exit. Despite his intrusion, he made sure to guide the dog back inside before leaving. What was your favorite footage? Comment down below and let me know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Goodbye.